René Descartes, the father of modern philosophy, gave us one of the most famous statements in history: Cogito, ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. His idea was simple yet profound. Even if everything else is an illusion, even if the entire universe is a dream, the very act of doubting and thinking proves that something, some self, must exist. But hold on. If Descartes was right, then thinking is the foundation of our existence. And yet, modern neuroscience tells us something shocking. Thoughts arise before we are even aware of them. Studies show that our brain makes decisions before we consciously decide. So if we are our thoughts, but our thoughts are not under our control, who is the I that thinks? This is where David Chalmers, a leading philosopher of consciousness, shakes the very ground of Cartesian certainty. He calls it the hard problem of consciousness. Science can explain how neurons fire, how chemicals in the brain create emotions, and even how decisions are made. But it cannot explain why we feel anything at all. It cannot explain qualia, the raw experience of existence. Why does red look like red? Why does music feel a certain way? Why is there an inner world at all? And this is where Advaita Vedanta offers something radical. Descartes assumes there is a thinker behind the thoughts, a self that exists because it thinks. But Vedanta says, this very assumption is false. Thoughts are just appearances, like waves on the ocean. They come and go, but the ocean itself remains. You are not the thoughts. You are the awareness in which thoughts appear and disappear. What if Descartes' error was not in saying I exist, but in assuming I am the thinker? What if you are not the one producing thoughts, but rather the space in which thoughts happen? Chalmers' hard problem remains unsolved because it assumes consciousness emerges from the brain. But what if consciousness does not emerge from anything, because it was always there? Imagine you wake up from a dream. In the dream, you were a different person, living a different life. But when you woke up, you realized you were never that dream character. The you that existed before and after the dream was the same. Could it be that what we call reality is just another dream, and what we truly are is the witness, the one that never changes? Descartes searched for certainty in thinking. Chalmers exposed the limits of science in explaining why we are aware. But Vedanta asks the deeper question: who is aware of awareness itself? If you close your eyes, silence your thoughts, and look within, who is there watching? The real question is not, I think, therefore I am. The real question is, who is the I that knows this?